A fresh couple was presented this week on 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way. Shekinah Garner, a cosmetologist and club promoter from California, is eventually introduced to us as she makes plans to relocate to Istanbul, Turkey to be with her long-distance boyfriend, Sarper. Shekinah had been seeing the model/trainer for 5 months when they first met on a trip she made with a friend. Her close companions are now worried that she is progressing too rapidly. Even one buddy who shares love feelings with her is pleading with her to stay. This has left their followers wondering what will happen next for this socializing duo. Shekinah, a 41-year-old esthetician in Los Angeles, California, may at first look like any other esthetician. However, she quickly let slip that she had spent her formative years immersed in the Amish lifestyle. Shekinah, the eldest of 6 sisters, grew up in Tennessee without many of the conveniences that young people today take for granted. Shekinah claimed she was the most independent of her sisters, and that she was responsible for persuading her parents to abandon the Amish way of life. Shekinah is not only an esthetician, but also a Los Angeles event co-host, where she brings together attractive people to create a lively atmosphere. According to her, so if you've ever been to an event where the vibe just feels right, it's usually because of someone like me. Shekinah, however, has decided to give up the nightlife and her professional pursuits for love. My attraction and connection with Sarper is so strong that I'm willing to leave this entire life that I've built in Los Angeles to go and be with him, she says in her frank self-revelation. They went on a date after they matched and immediately clicked. Shekinah stated that the model's efforts to look well for her were much appreciated. You know how people often say, "You had me at hello." Sarper hooked me at highlighter, she admitted. On our first date, he wore highlighter, she says, and I saw it running down the bridge of his nose and thought, this man is wearing makeup. On our date, he decided to put on makeup. How adorable is that? But at a small private party with her 4 closest friends, Dan, Josh, Shauna, and Wendy, something unexpected happened. Sarper claims he has slept with 2,500 women. Despite her friends' worries that Shekinah was relapsing back into her old pattern of falling for gorgeous playboys, Shekinah argued that her relationship with Sarper was different. With her daughter away at boarding school, though, she believes the time is perfect to make a change. Like any good episode of 90 Day Fiancé, this one has a surprising turn. Dan, one of Shekinah's buddies, used to be a potential suitor. He approaches her on her friend's night out to discuss a possible reunion between them. Shekinah, please give me a moment of your time. He said, come with me, and ushered her out of the kitchen and into the living room for a quiet conversation. Shekinah sat attentively as Dan shared his romantic sentiments for her on a couch back in Los Angeles. You know, in the previous 7 years, we've been through a lot. I hope you find happiness, but I also want you to know how I feel about you, he remarked. So, you and I both know that I still adore you. As for me, I just feel like we belong together. The esthetician's plans with Sarper were naturally derailed by this. Dan, he really is a fantastic catch. He's accomplished a lot. He's so nice and charming, and I just know he'd be a wonderful companion. She gushed in her own frank interview. In the end, she rejects Dan, revealing that she has left her heart in Turkey with Sarper.